Cercene provided trainer Joe Murphy with the first Group 1 win of his career when she won the Coronation Stakes at Royal Ascot in June. And next Saturday at Leopardstown, she bids to provide him with the second when she lines up in the Matron Stakes.
She had a very good run in the Guineas Trial in Leopardstown this year. At the start of the year, and filly's only race, and we just generally the ground in Leopardstown is on the fast side, so that's really what we're trying to keep her on.
Keep her on, yeah.
Good. And just going back to when you got her first, you were both there at Ferriers, I think, whenever you bought her for 50,000, which looks pretty cheap now.
But we do different sides, different books. I saw her first and I loved her. Then Joseph, I said she's small, but we'll see. He came along and looked at her, and we agreed she's small, and we put a figure on it. And we didn't think we'd get her. We were told that there was bigger, stronger purchasers than us that in for her. But you just throw a blind eye to that and throw your hat into the ring, and so we landed on the ace.
You did. And what was it about her by Australia and related to Perotto as well, a Britannia winner?
Beautiful animal.
Beautiful filly, good, very correct, good outlook. Looked like you could train her. I mean, no one is expecting her to go win a Coronation Stakes. You buy a filly for 50,000 in Fairy House, you're not really expecting to end up in Royal Ascot, but
it's the dream, isn't it?
It just shows it can happen.
Yeah. And Joe, I think you said afterwards that you didn't buy her, she bought you. Like,
yes.
What did you mean by that?
You get these butterflies in you when you see her walk, and what I loved about her, there was two people came in after me to look at her, and the groom put her in, straight out, in, straight out, in, straight out. No quiver, look left or right. So these are the horses you want that'll make life easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last horse I had that done that was Verdigris. I remember passing by him in Doncaster, and I'd stand at the corner at the end of the gable end, and this grey horse was going in, out, in, out, in, out, and never quivered once. So you've no worries about stalls or going training him for the future. Do you know what I mean? So, and if they do that at the sales, there's no reason they won't keep doing it for you when you want them as a 2 and 3 year old.
She was a big price for the Guineas Trial, wasn't she, at Leopardstown? When she ran on, she stayed on well.
She was, but I remember Kevin O'Ryan telling me that Gary fancied her before the race. So she had been going well now at the point. But listen, there's 3 Ballydoyle horses. Dermot Weld has a hot pot. Gerard Lyons has a couple in it. Joe Murphy's filly isn't really considered, and that's the way it works sometimes. So I think some of these betting firms price up trainers, not horses.
And were you happy with how she ran there? You must have been delighted.
She ran a great race, really. A shade unlucky, didn't get the run of the race, but placed your first run as in a Group 3, your first run as a 3-year-old. You have to be very happy.
Yeah.
First ticket she had in the black type race, she stood up to the pitch, Yeah.
And then Irish Guineas after that, she again ran a massive race.
Well, she actually came out of Leopardstown with a sore shin, and she missed 10 days, and she went to the Guineas Trial in the Curragh, a gallop short, and just got beaten by Donica's filly, the Phoenix of Spain filly.
Oh yeah, the Atazi Stakes, yeah.
And then went to the Guineas after that. And again, a little bit of muddling pace in the Guineas. She really wants a strongly run race, Obviously Lake Victoria won, but she's a top class filly. But we were happy with our filly on the day, and from then it was all systems go for Ascot.
Right, yeah, that was all. Like, she confirmed to you then that she was of that calibre, yeah.
She Group 1 black type there, I mean, it's a three-year-old only fillies race. You're not many of those left in the season, so you go and take your chance.
And going to Ascot, were you hopeful, confident?
We were looking forward to it, definitely looking forward to it. And we were hoping for a place.
We were very confident we'd be in the first 3, and that's well worth travelling for then,
Yeah. And Drawn Stall won at Ascot. Did the race pan out kind of how you'd hoped it would?
No, we were a little bit slow out of the stalls. Now, to be fair, Gary had a plan. He was going to track the Shadwell filly. She was a clear front runner, and he got her up into a good position early from a little bit of an unpromising start. And from there, then we were pretty much happy all the way.
And Joe, I think you said when you were watching the race, you never thought she was beaten. You always thought that she was going to fight back like that.
I thought she was beaten, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching and I said, well, at least we'll be placed anyway, which is something. Everyone will be happy. And But knowing her, then I saw the head slightly coming up the other. And one thing about it, if you watch our filly through the whole race, her head carriage is so beautiful. It's just workmanlike the whole way, do you know what I mean? And when Gary got her back on the bridle, he was very happy. She was very happy. So everything was going to be a bonus then if she kept getting, and she did. She kept at it.
Yeah. And then, like, when she hit the line, like, what was that like?
That was pretty incredible. It was incredible. It was a kind of a, I don't know.
There was a dumb, there was a...
Hairs in the back of your neck there for
Yeah.
10 seconds. And
Yeah.
then it's over. You have to go and do it again,
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Joseph, yeah.
And
And there was a bit of numbness in it,
Yeah.
He's just reeling. This doesn't happen to us, bit attitude. And then after 3 minutes of that running through your head, Jesus, this is heaven.
Yeah.
I remember Mick Fitzgerald, I walked into him by accident. That was the television man. He said, you've just won the coronation. And then from there on,
Yeah.
But you don't realise the global of that race with the phone calls and texts and cards from America, from England. And
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, like it's kind of, you if you asked me before Ascot, like if you had a Mike Lair winner or an Irish 1,000 Guineas winner, that'd be the pinnacle of your career, to be a huge race to win. But I suppose cerebrally you understand the global significance of Ascot, but you're actually there and you do it, it's a realization of just how big an achievement it is. It was incredible.
It's a balance, isn't it, between being commercially viable and also holding on to the good horses in these races.
You win these races, but you have to stay going. You have to be able to.
Yeah.
Well, Shane Stafford came in then on top.
Yeah, Shane came in, and listen, the reality is if Shane didn't buy into her, she was probably sold. So
Really,
Yeah.
there's a lot of luck that we still have her as well. So
And Shane wanted us to train her.
Yeah.
He's a great man, and we're thankful to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like obviously when you see a horse of yours in a group race, they belong there, they deserve their place there.
yeah, there's no point we don't like running for the sake of it. Like, you like to be competitive. We will get it wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
Some horses will disappoint you, but like if you're running a group race, there's a reason for it. Like, you're probably there's no point in running if you don't think you're up to that level.
Like you run in a listed or group race to try and get asset value on your filly. And if you're third, it's a bonus. I mean, you go to the pages now on the sales and you see it's what basically you're showing that this pedigree is up to that level.
Yeah.
So you're doing it for yourself mostly, and for your horse to improve your horse, and to keep. And when the horses are improved, the owners are happy.
Yeah. Can you think beyond the Matron Stakes? Have you a plan in mind for the rest of the season and all going well?
Well, we have the Breeders' Cup, and I think it'll fit in well. We have an invitation to Hong Kong. I don't think the two will be compatible, because I think there's a vaccination, isn't there, Joseph?
Yeah, just logistically, it just mightn't work out that you'll be able to do the two. So I'd say she'll go to the Breeders' Cup, either the Mile or the Fillies and Mares.
Right. And on the Irish Champions Festival itself, Lord Massachusetts, will he go for the Still On Away?
Yeah, that's the plan. He mightn't be just quite the horse he was.
He's run well in that race in the past.
He's run well in that race in the past, and he runs well in Leopardstown, and he could run into prize money. He probably won't be placed. Maybe he should be in one of the handicaps. But he's been a great servant, and he owes us nothing, and the Burkes are very
Lovely
sporting,
people.
and they like going racing, and they like to go and support the horse. They bred him, so
Yeah.
they've got a lot of enjoyment out of him. So I think we'll have another cut at that race, and we'll see how we go then from there.
And Pivotal Attack, she's got options over the weekend as well.
Yeah, she's in the Mile Lair, and she'll have an entry for the Inga Bell. I'd say probably the Mile Lair is the more likely option, but hard to go from a maiden straight into a Group 1. But listen, there's only one Mile Lair, and as I was saying earlier, it was one of those races you'd really like to win.
And on Cercene, like her chance in the Matron, like obviously it's a hot race, it's a Group 1 race again. Do you think she's got plenty in her favour?
I think she has. She travels. Yes, I do. Don't know whether she wants to go further with age this time of the year, and after the rain I saw coming down back from the sales last night, what's the ground going to be like in Leopardstown? But in fairness, she's probably better on better ground. But she didn't do any harm in Goodwood, I think.